Hello everyone and welcome to Education Beyond the Human, an impromptu virtual conference, the first one in the history of the Comparative and International Education Society. For the last year and a half, we have been actively preparing to launch the conference with the goal of reimagining the role of education in the context of human-induced climate crisis. Today, the world is the most educated it has ever been, yet it is also the nearest to the environmental breakdown. Humans have become the dominant force behind irreversible ecological catastrophe, natural resource depletion, water and air pollution, human overpopulation, mass species extinction, and a fundamental breakdown of the ecosystems that have sustained life on Earth for millions of years. Education is directly implicated in the climate crisis, systematically perpetuating the ideas of human exceptionalism and neoliberal individualism, while also prioritizing workforce supply for economic growth over environmental sustainability. From this perspective, this year's conference theme is a stark and urgent reminder that our current preoccupation with global education trends, student achievement tests, education league tables, global ranking exercises, and best practices need to be urgently and critically re-examined and put into a broader planetary and more than human perspective. The central concern of the conference is to urgently rethink the purposes of education, to redefine what it means to be human, and to reconfigure the relationship between human and Earth. We planned an exciting program for the conference, which was supposed to take place in Miami, carefully locating the conference participants in the local context, while also extending the conference virtually to reduce our carbon footprint and address inequities related to international travel. We put a lot of creative energy into curating the program in such a way that every single person who would come to the conference, no matter whether they come prepared to engage with the conference theme or not, no matter whether they come in person or join us virtually, would be directly touched by the conference theme. Now that the on-site conference has been canceled due to the coronavirus pandemic and with a shift into the virtual space, I feel that the goal of the program and the conference has been achieved. The idea of human exceptionalism has been dramatically challenged, not by us, but by a virus. Despite major disruptions, the cancellation of the program could not have sent a more powerful message to reinforce the urgency of the conference theme. We are now challenged not only to think critically about the consequences of human exceptionalism, but actually also to respond to the conference theme very directly and very personally. The business as usual of education has been fundamentally disrupted, and we now face a challenge and an opportunity to respond. Whether we are ready for it or not, we are now forced to rethink our usual academic engagements and interrogate our prevailing academic and professional infrastructures, communication processes, and movement patterns, while envisioning our work differently. And this concerns both our scholarly work, international development practice, and our ways of being. It is difficult to anticipate how the global health pandemic will immediately affect the conference, our society, and the broader communities in which we live. While there is a lot of uncertainty and anxiety about the cancellation of the conference and about transition into the virtual space, the success of this conference will depend on all of us working together to create a common space and a sense of common purpose as we mobilize ourselves to think and act differently at this conference and beyond. Using Donna Haraway's words, I would like to invite you to stay with the trouble and sit in the discomfort that comes from the awareness of the immediate global health pandemic and the looming environmental crisis that is unwinding us. This major challenge is also an unprecedented opportunity to reimagine life and education on a damaged Earth differently.